You've been driving around, you probably have noticed you're paying more, that prices have really soared in the past few weeks.
Yeah, indeed. And according to AAA, the average price of a gallon of regular gas is $2.99 around New York City. That's up 25 cents from last month and 44 cents from last year. In New Jersey, the average is $2.96 a gallon. That's up 23 cents from last month and 63 cents higher than last year.
Here to explain what this could mean as more people go back to work as we head towards the summer months. One of our favorites, AAA spokesperson Robert Sinclair. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
Good morning, Betty and Dan. I'm well. I hope you both are as well. And I wish I was there.
I wish you were here too.
Soon, right?
You know we love you, right? So let's talk about
thank you.
let's talk about what we're seeing here, right? With these gas prices, it just seems like every time I go to fill up, I'm paying a little more.
Yeah, that's true. And it's really the price of crude oil, which probably makes up half of the price of a gallon of gasoline, has been going up. And really, it's market manipulation. OPEC plus nations like Russia and Kazakhstan imposed production cuts on the amount of crude oil they produce. And Saudi Arabia went a little further by imposing an extra 1 million barrel per day production cut for March and April. So this has led to the price of crude oil going up for about 4 of the last 5 weeks. This week it's gone down a little bit, just shows how fickle this market is. But as we open up and more demand is happening, that's going to lead to the price going up. We're switching over to summer blends of gasoline as of a couple days ago. And investment money.
Yeah, what does that mean, the summer blend?
Summer blends. Well, summer gasoline is very, very different from winter gasoline because summer gasoline has a lower vapor pressure, so it will not evaporate as easily in the heat. That evaporative emissions, as they're called, leads to pollution. That's why you see those little bellows on gasoline pumps to recover that evaporated gasoline. So,
yeah, it's more money.
Oh, yes, it's more difficult to refine, and there are different 12 to 15 different blends used in different parts of the country, and so it's more complicated to distribute those summer blends of gasoline, and so it leads to the price going up.
I want to get to something that you mentioned there, is the price of gas going up as we enter the summer months. I mean, a lot of folks getting their vaccines, ready to finally get out of the house, out of quarantine. Are you expecting a steep hike that come this summer?
Well, we're definitely going to see a hike as demand goes up. Like you say, as the weather gets better and we've all been cooped up for so long, we've got wanderlust. We want to get out and hit the road, and automobile travel is the #1 way to get to a vacation destination or a holiday destination. And as demand goes up, we see price go up. And in fact, last week, we saw demand go up by about 500,000 barrels of gasoline per day compared to the week before. And this is as the economy is opening up and restrictions are being lifted on the amount of people that can be in a location, and mask wearing going away. So more people hitting the road. That's also leading to more investors pouring money into oil and gasoline futures, which will
drive up the price.
Of course, right? So are you seeing any parts of New York State seeing a high increase compared to the others? And well, let me ask you that first.
Well, New York City, without a doubt, everything is more expensive in New York City. Like you said, we're at $2.99 a gallon.
What?
Yeah, according to I looked at the prices this morning. As of 3 o'clock this morning, we're at $2.99 a gallon in New York City. And that's about, how far are we away from 6 cents higher in the last week, 26 cents higher in the last month. And we did a survey back in March of 2018. 25% of drivers said $2.75 was the choking point for them. They'd have to make some sort of change to be able to afford gasoline. 40% said $3 a gallon was the tipping point.
We're almost there.
We're a cent away.
Yeah.
How high do you see it going? How high do you see it actually going?
You know, the oil market is so fickle. Something could happen to make prices jump or make them go down. If all things stay the way they are right now and demand keeps going up, I think we'll see prices keep going up in the short term, maybe another week or two. But again, very, very fickle. By the time we finish this conversation, something could happen. That could change everything. So we really have to keep an eye on things.
Robert, let me ask you this. Usually Jersey is a lot cheaper. That's why some folks say, hey, let's get gas while we're in Jersey. But it's not. I mean, just looking at what we reported, like you said, $2.99 in New York City, but then in Jersey, it's $2.96 a gallon. Why isn't there that big difference that we've seen before?
You have to remember, going back, I guess it's 3 years now, they started instituting gas tax. Gas tax increases. If they don't hit a threshold, I believe it's $2 billion a year in revenue from the gas tax, then it goes up and it's indexed. We've seen gas tax increases, I believe, in 2 of the last 3 years. And because demand is so low, without a doubt, you're not going to get that necessary revenue for this year or from last year and this year. And so we can probably anticipate another gas tax increase in New Jersey, depending on how things go. Some demand would have to really kick up in order to get the necessary.
Yeah, see,
I
was worried that maybe they were raising the prices because they didn't. There's so many people didn't drive the past year. They're like, we got to recoup, right? So people are going to spend that money because they want to get out and they want to get away. So I'm hoping that they're not doing that. And it's really just because of a supply issue. We shall see.
Robert, you're full of such great information today. Geez, thanks for all the price increases.
Learned about a summer blend. Didn't even know.
Yeah, don't stone me. The bearer of bad news.
I know.
Right?
Thank you, Robert.
All right, good to see you as always.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me, and see you soon.
All right, take care. Stay safe.